Hi friends, it's Mr. Alex from Adams Memorial Library, and I'm back with another installment of the Online Origami Club. Now, as we wait for Santa, I thought that this would be a great opportunity to make our very own Santa origami. And in order to do that, you'll need to grab your Online Origami Club kit from home. If you haven't gotten one already, you can stop by the library at either the children's desk or curbside pickup whenever we reopen after Christmas. But either way, whether you're using your Online Origami Club kit or supplies at home, there's just a few things that we're going to need. So let me show you what those are, and we'll get folding. In order to make our origami Santa, we're going to need our usual supplies. A few sheets of practice paper to get really good at making an origami Santa, our Online Origami Club kit or other final sheet of paper to make our final origami Santa, markers, crayons, or something else to decorate with, and of course, if your practice paper isn't a square like mine, then you're going to need a pair of scissors to trim it down. But once you have all of these, we'll be ready to go and start folding. The first thing that we're going to do when making our Santa origami is that we're going to take our paper and decide which side we want to be Santa's coat. Since Santa wears a red coat, I'm going to use this side and flip it face down on the table. Then it's time for me to quarter my paper diagonally, so I'm going to make one fold like this, open it back up, and make a fold in the other direction. We want these folds to be pretty precise and accurate because we are going to use them as guidelines for future parts of our project. Then, once we have this guideline and quartered paper, we're going to fold the top portion of our project down to the center point, and this is going to be the basis for the hat. Then we're going to take the bottom of that fold that we just made, this point here, and fold it back up to the top along that center fold line. And that center fold line is going to be pretty important because that's going to be how we know that things are even. Once we've made that fold, we're going to open it back up, and we should have just created a line in our project right here. So we're going to go ahead and take our bottom point right here, fold it back up to the line that we created, and then roll it one more time up to create the rim of Santa's hat. Then it's time for us to fold the bottom of Santa's coat. And in order to do that, we're going to take this bottom point here and fold it the whole way up to the top. If we've used the center guideline like we have the whole project, then everything should be pretty even. And we're going to go ahead and take and fold the top of this part down until the point here reaches the bottom of our project. And we'll go ahead and crease that off. So we should have something that looks like this as the front of our Santa. So now we need to fold the rest of this back and create Santa's arms. In order to do that, we're going to flip our project over, and we're just going to fold a little bit of a rim on each side of our project. So we'll make one fold like this here. So again, just taking the little bit of the rim and rolling it over into a nice sharp fold like this. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We want to keep these pretty straight and even so that they line up with the rest of our project. And then we'll have something that looks like this. Now comes the next step where we're going to fold our project down so that this edge here, this top edge, meets our center guideline. So we'll fold it something like this. I'll make one fold like that. Straighten things up a little bit. And one fold like that. And now we should have a project that looks something like this. Once our project looks like this, we are going to fold each of these arms, or what are going to be our arms, over. But importantly, we want to fold them in a straight line up and down. So they're going to tuck in just a little bit and form that straight up and down line. So again, taking our project like this and folding it so that this line here is straight up and down. You don't want to fold it sideways so that that line is crooked. You want to make sure it's vertical from top to bottom. And then we'll open that back up and repeat on the other side. Again, just folding a line that's straight down. Once we've done that, it's time to tuck in our Santa's arms. And so as you might be able to see, we've created sort of a little pocket up here. And all we're going to do is take this corner here and fold it up on our project so that it nestles gently into that pocket and holds itself into place. So we should have something that looks like this. So again, if we open up our project, we're going to just fold it up, tuck the edge under the pocket, and that will create Santa's arms. So we'll take this side, fold it up into the pocket as well, and crease off our Santa's arms. Now, as you can see on the front, my Santa's arms aren't exactly even, so we can manipulate the paper a little bit and keep trying again until we get something that we're happy with and that looks like Santa's arms are even from the front of our project. So if I redo it, we have something like that, and that looks a little bit better. The final step to our project is that you may see that when we press it flat, Santa's arms just barely poke over the edge of the project. So you can take the back of your project and just pocket fold the bottoms of Santa's arms up in, and that will help hide them from the front of the project. And if you can't quite get this step, that's okay, because honestly, they are not that visible from the front. But just like that, we now have our finished Santa Claus, looking something like this. This is the point where we can get our markers, crayons, or other decorating supplies and draw a face for Santa and some other features. So you can decorate yours however you like. I'm going to continue practicing, and I'll show you what my final project looks like at the end of the video. After a little bit of practice and a lot of holiday decorating, I took my final sheet of origami paper out of my Online Origami Club kit, and I made this Santa right here. I think he's looking holly and jolly. But more importantly, I'd like to see how your origami Santa turned out. So don't forget to send pictures on over to us at kids@adamslive.org. And as always, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to get updates not only about the Online Origami Club, but everything else that we're doing here at the library. Happy crafting and happy holidays, everyone.